This is a game that I've been wanting to play through for probably 20 years. Wasn't released in America. When I was a kid, I had no way to import it. They had fan translations done that you could play on emulators that I've started and stopped, man, I don't know how many times. But I own the actual Japanese copy and an actual Super Famicom, so I'm now going to play through it. This is part one. So this game is in Japanese, and I can speak and read Japanese. Okay, it's not my first language. So I might struggle with it a little bit. Let's give it a go. New game. All right, I'm definitely gonna be Durin. And I'm gonna go with all default names. So let's do this, let's do the thief dude. What's his name? Hawkeye. And then let's also do the sprite, whose name is Charlotte. In Japanese, it's Charlotto, I believe. But we'll just call her Charlotte. Man, Mode 7 on the Super Nintendo is just... For those of you who didn't grow up with the Super Nintendo, the Mode 7 graphics... It was like the first thing that you saw when you saw Super Nintendo commercials. It was the first thing that really stood out. So that just said, hey Durin, it's your turn. And so I've started this game many times. You start out in a Coliseum and you're fighting a gladiator or something. Okay, and I'm just gonna skip through most of this text. We don't need to bother reading it. But this Bruiser, apparently that's his name. You fight this dude. And I don't think I've ever fully gotten the combat system in this game, but I assume that it's just every time your sword sparks, you can attack again. And then once you build up your meter at the bottom, you can unleash that super attack right there. Man, I used to draw pictures of this main character all the time when I was a kid. And I just assumed that I would get to play the game one day, but the game never ended up coming out. Okay. King's usual fare. That's enough, blah, blah, blah. And that guy says, wow, you're strong. Okay, and I think this just gives backstory onto who Durin is and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure the story is actually quite interesting. It's just to make for a slightly more entertaining playthrough. I'm not going to bother to sit here and try to translate it because my Japanese is quite slow, so it would take me a while. Oh, you know, I should get my friend AJ to come play with me. His Japanese is superb. And there's a flashback, of course. You know, it's amazing what they were able to do with sprite graphics back in the day. Because the characters were so expressive, despite the fact that you barely had anything to work with. Like, if you look at their eyes, it's just like maybe 6 pixels. It's actually something I miss a lot, is sprite artwork in general. And it's weird because they make lots of games on Steam. Like, the retro style games is not an uncommon thing at all. But I feel like there's something different about it because of the fact that if you're making these, like back when they made these Super Nintendo games, these were cutting edge graphics. So this is what everybody aspired to. I don't know exactly what my point is, but I feel like it was a lot, just like the vibe's different, because now people, they try to scale it back to make it look like this, whereas before they were trying to push the edge. So like they were constantly trying to improve and make the graphics better. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that, but something's different about it. It's funny because now, like, I play these games. Objectively, a lot of the games are not that great. I mean, they're great games, but when you look at them for their individual parts, they're not great games. But they always become something more. It's like just the graphics and the music and everything combined makes it so much more than what it is just when you look at what it is on paper. And I'll fully admit that nostalgia is a huge part of why I do lots of things. So when I look back on games and I say that is a great game, many times it is just nostalgia talking. Okay, so this dude is from some other kingdom, and they're invading. He gets defeated, obviously. Next morning, he wakes up. So I've done this intro part like maybe 10 times, maybe 20 times at this point. I just never actually finished the game. This is happening this time. Okay. So this is all just basic exposition. Once I get past this intro part that I've done a million times, I'll probably actually start reading this story. So Duran's saying crap. Well, technically he's saying shit, but... And then he's talking about the Red Wizard. And either that's his little sister or she's just calling him Big Brother. But anyway, she says, I hate you, Big Brother, probably because he's not paying attention to her or whatnot. Okay. I don't remember where we're going next. I feel like you have to go talk to the king, maybe? Okay, so that guy was saying that they're going to take care of the castle, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, let's see here. So when you play an RPG, probably the first thing that you want to check when you don't know where to go is the inn or the pub. And depending on the game, sometimes they're the same thing. So that's not this game. So we probably want to go to the pub first. Wait, I was just at the pub. Oh, you probably need to go to your house. That's what it is. Which I'm hoping is this. I don't think so, though. Oh, Duran, long time no see. Your father was a great warrior. I think that's what she said. RPG dialogue becomes even less sensical when you can only half understand it. So Duran, listen well. Your father, the Yellow Knight, Loki, died. Okay, so we probably don't need to know whatever that was. And dog keeps growling at us too. Okay. Okay, so that's the pub. We just came from there. And there was a dog there. I guess it just bit me. Okay, this is probably the house. Nope. I just came from here, didn't I? Okay. Old lady. Okay. He's saying shut up. I think he's just saying I'll be stronger.
and then she's telling him about class changing or something. It's like one of those examples of where they combined gameplay with exposition. So now he's saying he needs to go to Wendell, which is a city. Oh, you know, maybe if I can just go here, I bet this will work. No, that's the store. Okay, so he's telling me to go home because my mother and sister are worrying about me. Or him, I should say. Okay, this is the house. There we go. I guess I can just go to sleep. Nope. I think it's upstairs. So the gameplay for this game is very similar to Secret of Mana, except for you actually get into battles. Okay, so he's saying I can't come back home until I have defeated that red wizard and restored my honor. Although it looks like it's morning now. Anyways, the gameplay is very similar to Secret of Mana, except when you run into an enemy, you actually go into a separate battle screen. It's the same screen, but you can't escape, and it's not quite as real-time as Secret of Mana. Okay, now it's daytime, and we are heading on our hero's journey. Okay. So we're going to... She's saying she's going to take care of Wendy, your sister, and now we are going to go to Wendell. So now I think the king is waiting for me. Just to go talk to him. At least that's what that guard said, I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the king's waiting. Okay. Guess he's right through here. So he's saying, I can't return to this castle until I've defeated that red wizard. And he's saying, I understand. Take care. He says, thank you. And then he's saying his pride is too big. So he's worried about him, and it reminds him just of like his father, Loki. Yeah, this game has really good music. I've listened to the soundtrack many times without ever having actually played it. Okay, I think he was telling me about a secret room that I could go to and get treasures. But I'm not going to bother doing that for the sake of getting into some battles and getting on with it. Oh, that was weird. That was gated off earlier. Okay. So this is the meat of it. And man, that music is so good. Also, this might be the most colorful Super Nintendo game ever made. Like, the saturation and the vibrance is just so beautiful. Love it. Also really like the sound effects. I actually didn't mean to do that. Also, it looks like when you use your special, if you miss, it won't actually deplete it so you can actually try again if you miss. Okay, if I remember correctly, you meet a character on this bridge. And I'm not sure if it's one who joins you or not. And he said, "Look at me, Red Wizard. I will become strong, stronger than anyone, and I will, no matter what, win." See, it's like they can still be cinematic, even with these limited graphics. Should we have the right music? So when there's too much kanji on the screen, it becomes very difficult to read. And I think that was saying something about the world's fate was in the balance. Little did Durin know. Now we got the credit roll. So it's games like these that actually got me started learning Japanese in the first place. In my middle school, they actually offered Japanese classes. So in the interest of trying to learn Japanese to play games just like this, I started taking Japanese. And my brother actually took it for a year or two too, but he gave up on it. I kept taking Japanese, took it all through high school, all through college, did a foreign exchange program there. After I graduated, I did subtitles for Japanese anime. That's not translating though, that's just doing the editing. But man, oh, Koichi Ishii. Yeah, he's like pretty well known for the Mana series. I think he's the one who created it. Sadly, only Secret of Mana in this game are really considered the good ones, and I tend to agree with it. There's other ones that are kind of worth playing, like Children of Mana for the Nintendo DS is a pretty good game. It's really good music. But, you know, at the time when I played it, I'm not sure I beat it, but I can't really remember enough about it to say whether it was actually a good game or not. My memory is that it was too easy and that there wasn't even a leveling system. So whenever there's no leveling system in an RPG, you feel kind of like gypped. As if your progress doesn't actually matter. That's not actually the case, but it always feels that way. Okay, what am I even doing here? I don't even know. Okay, he's saying that he's not scared. This is a beast man. And the city of Jad, us beastmen are controlling. If you stay quiet, we won't hurt you. Basically, that's the gist of it. He said, "What are you? Get out of here." Basically. Are you one of their comrades, friends? And if you are, get out of this city. Okay. Okay, now this is a chance where we can go to the pub. That usually advances the story. Okay, we got Hawkeye here, saying that this city is wrapped up in battle. I'm not sure what he said. Something about the world's getting wrapped up in battle. So this is saying something about at night, the beastmen change forms. So I think that means we have to change it to night so that we can infiltrate the city or something. それらしい子供を見かけませんでしたか? Did you see a girl like something? No, I did not. そうですか。ありがとう。 I see. Thank you. Okay, what is this beast man? Yeah, it's the same one from before. Or at least he said the same thing. Okay, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to get around you. There we go. Okay, do I have any money to buy equipment? So he was saying welcome, or that's what I want to say, but I think they're not allowed to sell anything because of the beastmen. Okay, let's see if we can actually exit the city. Okay, we can't. So let's sleep until night, and then something happens, I believe. Like I said, I've done this multiple times before, so I vaguely remember what to do. Okay, asa yoru. We want to sleep until night. And there's already a hot babe sleeping in there naked. Are we gonna save? Yes. Okay. So this is a used copy of the game that I got from Japan. So clearly somebody has beaten it. Let's use the third save file. That first one is another game that I started before. So if by some horrible fate we don't even get past that, I can always continue off with that save. Okay, are they still guarding the exit? They are not. Okay, we can get out of here. Oh, these dogs are, or these wolves are probably the beastmen. So they let me fight them when they're beasts. And I missed that treasure chest. Wow, so this environment right here looks just like Legend of Mana, which is actually a pretty decent game. I gave that another shake. I pre-ordered it when it first came out as a kid, and then I just didn't like it. It was too different from Secret of Mana, so I wasn't even willing to give it a fair shot. I just didn't have an open mind about it at all. And then I started playing it again just a few months ago, actually, like in December of 2015. And I actually really enjoyed it. I never finished it, but I got really close. I might have to pick that back up and finish it at some point. And God, man, the Rabbites are just such a classic part of this series. And like, good God, that music is so good. Okay. Those mushrooms are actually a fairly, like, iconic part of this series as well. Well, I guess I should just say Secret of Mana in this game. So this game, it's called Seiken Densetsu in Japan, and I apologize if you know all this already. So this is Astoria, is south of here, which is a place I used to live in New York, actually. But this game is called the Seiken Densetsu series in Japan. Okay, Wendell's to the right. Seiken Densetsu in Japan. It was called Secret of Mana here in the US, and actually the second game in the Seiken Densetsu series is Secret of Mana. This is the third game in the Seiken Densetsu series, and everybody thought it was going to be Secret of Mana 2. Everybody's super excited. It never came out in the US. Okay, so there's a barrier there we can't get past, but Wendell is past that barrier. Okay, what's south then? Astoria still? Yeah. So presumably, whatever's in Astoria will allow us to continue on to Wendell. Okay, so the barrier is up to like protect them from monsters, I think that's what she said. And she just said kya kya. I don't know what that means. Maybe she's practicing karate or something. This is an empty room. That is fairly useless. Okay. God, I just want to like start singing along to this music. Okay. His dog's barking at me. Who knows what the heck he was saying. He was saying something about his dog's acting strange today. Skoshi kata no chikara nuita hou ga ii yo. Nani ga atta ka shiranai kedo, sonna ni kowai kao shite tara onna no ko ni motte nai yo. Saying, I don't know what happened, but if you have such a scary face like that, you're not going to get any girls. It's an interesting thing to say. Okay, so this is telling me that you can save at mana statues, and it will also replenish your HP and MP. Okay, let's go to the inn here. Yes, let us rest here. Yes. Imasugu yasumimasu ka? Will you go to sleep right away? And yes, we will. Okay, save. Yes, we'll save. I'm a chronic saver in RPGs. Losing progress is no fun, so I might as well save. Doesn't cost me anything. Okay, so he's just telling me this is a story. Is this the... No, this is the armor shop. Oh, maybe that barrier's up only at night? Is that a possibility? Okay, what does this guy say? Dare mo shinjite kurenai kedo, ore wa mitanda. Nobody believes me, but I've seen it. Henna hikari ga mizumi no something in the sky is fine. Okay, so there was a strange light flying in the sky. I'm sure it'll be down, or sure it'll be here tonight too. That sounds like something we need to do. Oh, maybe that's in a different place though. Ion Soldo, Iron Sword. We have enough money to buy that, do we? Yes, we do. Let's buy it. Okay. Allow us to equip that. Okay. Okay, we need to start talking to everybody and actually find out what we're supposed to be doing here. Okay, so she's the Kya girl. Keka ga hararete iru yo dakara tsurenai kedo ne. So she's just the one telling us we can't get through there. Let's talk to that white-haired lady right there. Jad to the north is overrun by beast people. I think that's what she was saying. Well, we have the same fate. Okay, that's the Wendell person. Okay. Okay, well, let's go up to that barrier during the daytime and see what happens. Maybe we should go west here. Okay, well, let's just do some combat. Why not? Whenever you get stuck, you can always do that. Do some exploration and see what else is around. Plus, you know, even though this is in Japanese, the nice thing is I really like playing on the original hardware. I don't like really playing on emulators because, for one thing, just like whenever I don't take good care of the saves, I can't find my saves, and then I lose progress, which is why I've never finished this game. In fact, I remember specifically when I was studying abroad in Japan, I came home for Christmas, and the second flight got delayed, so they put us in a hotel, and I remember playing in the hotel this game. Okay, as I was saying, I was playing in the hotel on my laptop. I was super tired, but I was like committed. I really wanted to play this game, but still never finished it. Okay, this guy said that he saw the strange light at night. I think we need to make it night and come back here. Okay, I always go for strength. So let's do the strength bath again. God, I really love that music. Oh, you know, we haven't... Oh, wait, no, this is that. For some reason, I was thinking that was the cannon place, but that is not the cannon place. Okay. How do I get him to stay until night? Well, hopefully that'll make it go to night and not till morning. Oh. There's the light, okay. Okay, that's just grunting noises. Oh, and now he's saying, what is that? What is that light? Okay, I guess I have to follow the light now. Okay. Didn't show us that it's going this way, but... Oh no, it's going to the barrier. Duh. At least that's the most obvious choice, right? Yes? No? No, okay, it is going to that place where that guy was at. Okay. I'm sure I'll look back on this video and I'm like, oh right, it went upwards, you dummy. Okay, there's the light. If I had gone down one more screen, I would have seen that. Pretty sure there was something there. These guys only give one experience. Not sure if that's good or bad. I'm assuming it's bad. Now, I've heard that one of the reasons why this game wasn't released in the US was because it was so buggy, it couldn't pass certification after trying to translate it. But clearly, the people who hacked the ROM with a English translation, they had no problem with it, so I don't really know. Saying, hey, hold on. And it says the fairy is her name, apparently. I'm all right now. Who are you? I am the Forsenna Knight, Durin. And I saw a light at Astoria. Durin. So she's saying there's no choice, I gotta rely on you. Please listen to my story. Wendell, light, I don't have any power left to fly anymore. And he's saying I'm going to Wendell. And then we have to go the power of the mana or something like that. And something happened at Astoria. Okay, so now she's talking from inside his head, I think. Okay. This is also called the Rabbite Forest, just FYI. Also funny is that Rabbites are called Rabbies in Japanese, which is funny because that is my name. Okay. These guys are called myconids in Japanese. I've always just called them mushrooms, but myconid might even be a Latin word. So I know myco is like, mycology is the study of mushrooms. I would say I know that because of Andrew, but I actually knew that before him. Okay, it looks like the city got burned down. Wonderful. So he's blaming it on the Beastmen. Okay, great. Alright, we can just skip this and go right to the barrier, I think. Oh, that's Hawkeye. He said, are you also going to Wendell? And he says, what, you got a fairy that can open up the place for us? And he says, my name's Hawkeye. Oh, I forgot I selected Hawkeye. So he is going to become a playable character here. And this is giving his backstory. I should probably read it, but I don't know. Some woman attacked them, and sometimes you just got to go by the pictures. You don't need to know every detail. It's funner that way. Because if you don't know every detail, you can fill in the blanks with something very interesting. Even if the original material is interesting, you can make it more interesting. And I'm not making excuses for my inability to read it. It's just so slow, man. It's like reading English is like such a breeze. Reading Japanese is so hard. Okay, so she's gonna open up the barrier for us. Sweet. Now we can go. I believe you can control the other characters by pressing select, yeah. So he's got 2 knives, that's kind of cool. I want to be Durin. I haven't picked up a single treasure chest. I miss them every single time. Okay, save, yes. Okay, we made some rambling progress. That's it for part 1. Part 2, we will continue the journey. Thank you for watching.